You ever see someone in public and you're like, I know them. Yeah. Then you take another look and go, wait, nah, they just reminded me of someone. Yeah. Well, that's what this episode's all about. We're talking L.A. Knight and who he reminds us of. Now, for a lot of people, including Kevin Nash, he's just a Rock ripoff.
Dude, you know who he reminds me of? There used to be a guy, Eli Drake, I think was his name.
Oh, the Facts of Life guy, yeah.
Yeah, and he had that dummy button. You ever see the dummy button?
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder whatever happened to Eli Drake.
In the comments, let us know what happened to Eli Drake. But for me and my partner, we're seeing a different angle, not a ripoff, more like a similar trajectory. At least that's how I see it. Let us know in the comments your views, and be sure to hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. All right, now I'm going to tag my co-host in. Who does LA Knight remind you of?
Well, let me hit you with a question. Have you ever seen Alex Riley and LA Knight in the same room together?
No.
Yeah, me neither. Because they're the same guy. If we could get the graphics department to put up a side-by-side, you'll look at LA Knight and you'll be like, oh, that's that other guy, just older. And it's like everything's the same. The vest, they have that one slightly longer wrist tape on the same wrist. And they have about the same amount of ability, in my opinion. And I'll give him a little bit of credit. He's a little better than Alex Riley. But I kind of agree with Kevin Nash. I see The Rock with the promos and that weird elbow drop he does is like a generic people's elbow. I also see a guy who wishes he was Stone Cold Steve Austin, and he's kind of mimicking that swagger, but it's not believable. And there's a little bit of Mr. Kennedy with the crowd participation with his promos and his LA Knight. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You know, that's this generation's Kennedy thing. Yeah. Which, talking about Mr. Kennedy, I feel like if Mr. Kennedy didn't have the issues he had, he's very close second to Stone Cold Steve Austin. I think he was like what you call a 5-tool player. LA Knights maybe got 1 tool. I'll give him 2. I'll give him credit for 2. But I think if you combine those 3 stars, mixed all their talents in a bucket, and then tossed that bucket into a porta potty at a construction site, 20 minutes later, LA Knight would come out. And you'd go, oh, that's Alex Riley. Oh, wait a minute. No, that's LA Knight.
So I actually see Mr. Kennedy with him. With the Kennedy aspect, the way that they carry themselves to the ring, they're both talking to the crowd. They both had like weird turnbuckle finishers that looked okay. It was whatever. They ended up settling on finishers that were DDTs, that the BFT and the mic check, which I actually like a lot. I think that their styles in ring are similar. They both, to me, are grounded in reality and brawlers. So I wanted to ask, just, you think Kennedy shits on him in the ring aspect too? You think he is a lot better?
Oh yeah, for sure. I think so. Kennedy hung with, Batista and The Undertaker and Shawn Michaels and another guy we're not allowed to talk about no more, and Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero. LA Knights, I mean, he got something out of Logan Paul. I feel like he's being carried any other time. I never felt like Kennedy was being carried. Kennedy came across as like he belonged there. Like when he was in the ring with The Undertaker, you felt like he belonged in there, and you could tell that he felt like he belonged in there. There was like confidence to him. I feel like with LA Knight, he's trying to play somebody else. He's trying to mimic somebody else.
That is kind of like what Kevin Nash was saying when he was hating on him. The number one reason I think LA Knight is Mr. Kennedy, that comparison, is both guys were extremely over, and we thought a world title run would come. The fans thought a world title run would come. I don't see that coming for LA Knight, just like it didn't come with Mr. Kennedy. Do you see a world title run coming?
Well, as far as Kennedy, he was, I believe, a 2-time TNA champion. LA Knight could be a TNA champion. I mean, that's like a mid-card title. He could do that. But as far as WWE goes, I feel like he's going to get a token world title run just to placate fans and be like, look, we put a world title on him. He's in the record books as a world champion. Shut up. Here's Gunther.
I feel like he could carry the world title, and it'd be an interesting run. I just think that it's so stacked, and that's what I was thinking. I was like, Drew has to get another run. Cena's still on his run. Cody's gonna get another run. Are they ever gonna pull a trigger on Sami Zayn? CM Punk's there. Gunther's there. If Trick Williams comes up, is he going to get a world title run? Braun's probably on the cusp of getting a world title run. There's like a lot of guys I feel like that are ahead of LA Knight where I don't necessarily see him getting one.
Well, so
Jacob Fatu's probably gonna get one.
LA Knight is like Stan Stasiak. Stan Stasiak held the title between, I believe, Bruno and Pedro Morales. He was a transitional champion. That's what LA Knight's gonna be. It's gonna be maybe a heel has it and they want another heel to have it, but they don't want him to take it off the other heel. So LA Knight's gonna get it for 2 months and he's gonna lose it on a Saturday night's main event, and then they're gonna be like, okay, everybody shut up. So that's how I see that.
I like that run better though than Jey Uso's world title run, because Jey Uso I feel like just retconned Gunther winning it back. They're like, hey, we fucked up. Forget that he tapped at WrestleMania. Where that's an actual, like, I feel like that's okay.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that, but this I don't know. He gets crowd reactions, but so did Rusev Day, you know. So
yeah,
and look how that turned out. Like guy's opening Raw, like.
But you do give him credit where he's better on the mic than Rusev Day.
Yeah, he's better at certain aspects than other guys, but I don't like this idea that he's a mega star because of the reactions he's getting when he's just playing patty cake with the fans. Like, he's letting them be a part of it. So now the fans think this guy's the greatest of all time, when in reality, he's treating you like children. So
that's a good aspect too, because I feel like it's LA Knight and Mr. Kennedy, but that kind of teeters me, just like, because I never did feel like Kennedy was playing to the crowd.
Yeah, and the same with The Rock. And it was like almost natural, where The Rock was saying those catchphrases for a while before the crowd got involved. Kennedy was just saying his name, and then they came behind him. They caught on. The LA Knight thing is like, he tailored that for the crowd to participate so that it looks like he's over. That's what I feel like. And, he had a Money in the Bank moment where the crowd got hot for him climbing the ladder. They get hot anytime somebody climbs the ladder in a Money in the Bank ladder match. It's different degrees of hot, but they like to see people climb the ladder because usually they're going to get knocked off. So I don't feel like they were excited he was going to win.
All right. In the comments, let us know your views on who LA Knight reminds you of. Is it Mr. Kennedy? Is it a ripoff of Rock? Is it Alex Riley? Is it Eli Drake? And also be sure to hit that subscribe button.